Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to continuing coverage of the Women's U.S. Amateur Championship from here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida. Had a few technical difficulties, which caused us to miss our last match, our 2:30 match, but we are back here, ready to get going for the 4 o'clock round. Looks like we've got Danielle Fee. Her opponent's Maria Beckner. Maria out of Virginia. Danielle out of Florida. Should be just about ready. Again, we've had a few technical difficulties we've been trying to work through. We're kind of on a backup system, if you will. Appreciate you guys sticking with us. Hopefully a great match here. Coverage brought to you by our friends at pooldog.com. There's the break. You're gonna have to cut.
All right. It looks like she's made a ball on the break. They're starting with 8-ball first. Maximum 3 games, 8-ball. So we'll see all 3 of those games. And then move on to 9-ball. I'll get this confirmed, but I think this may be a one-loss side match.
You sound good, but I had to pull the plug on mine. Otherwise, it's going to put us in loop.
Looks like she's gone with the solids. Looks like she's just going to try and cover up the pocket with that 7-ball, making that strike. Oh, that was a solid she made, excuse me. Now trying to take on the one in the corner. Pretty straight shooter here, it looks like. Three in the side. Nice shot.
You can close that black band, please.
Maria's in blue. Danielle.
Yeah, Maria at the table trying to make a decision. just to get down table, I think, for the 6 ball, I think is really the dilemma. And she had to try and move the cue ball a little bit with that pocket blocked up there in the corner. So now she's got to make a nice shot on the 6. Don't know if I recall Maria here at the U.S. Amateurs before. I watched the lady Danielle before play. She plays pretty well. Okay, she's going to take on this. It's like the 2 ball trying to cut it in and confirm this is a 1-loss match. So we're going to lose one of these ladies here at the 4 o'clock round, but one of them is going to advance. Again, it's 3 games of 8 ball, 6 games of 9 ball, race to 5 overall. We happen to catch a hill. We will catch many of them. I'm sure we'll see all 9 games played. It's winter break. Jump cues are allowed. No 3-foul rule. Now, probably trying to think about a strategic play. You know, when you have 3 or 4 of your balls on the table and they only have a couple. You know, she could pocket the 2 right here with that 11 ball, shoot that combination. And it's a pretty easy shot. Try to go forward with the cue ball and really not leave much of a shot on the 6 for her opponent. So I don't think she's going to try and pocket the 11 after the 2, just more of a safety kind of shot. Okay, she missed the 2. It didn't quite get safe on the 6, so probably not exactly what she wanted, but still tough. Now, from what I've seen from Maria, she seems like a very straight shooter. Going to have to take on the bridge. And if she cuts it in, the cue ball move is just all about where it moves to. For a shot on the 6. The 8's over that right side pocket. So she's kind of fearing probably, running into one of those balls there in the center of the table. Looks like a good chance of it. And she caught one of them. And look how unfortunate this is. It's going to block the pocket. So a little unlucky for a nice shot with the bridge. And now she's really got a little bit of a dilemma. I think I try to cut this down and use the rail and maybe bump this ball in the corner off the 11. And if not, maybe cover the pocket. So kind of a light speed on the 6. Yeah, look at this shot here. Wow. Like I said, my feeling was she was kind of a straight shooter. I was hit very accurate. So Danielle, she can do some things and play a safety, leaving not much of a shot on the 6, but she knows the 6 is makeable with the kick shot. All right, trying to hold the cue ball just in case they miss. Pretty smart. And I think she's got to kick across the table. And she's really got to kick with some speed as well. Oh, she's just trying to tie up another strike. Interesting shot, giving a ball in hand like that. She would love to pocket her 6 ball somehow and leave her snookered. So maybe come off the 11, let the 11 go to the side rail and come out a little bit and make the 6 with the cue ball. Okay, so now she's got to really make a big decision on one of these last two stripes. Maybe a bank shot on the 14. I think I still try to make the 6 with the 11 and probably just, maybe call the 11, but make Maria make one good shot to win this first rack. Yeah, cue ball came out a little bit more than she wanted, but I think that was still her percentage play, the best chance she had in this game, at least. I mean, she's just kind of making sure of the scratch. I don't think, unless she draws the cue ball, I think she's okay with the scratch. Maybe if she overhit it, but if she kind of rolls the ball with the scratch, it's just fine. No problem. Pretty good effort. And pretty much a stop shot here. Okay, so she should just roll this in, come to the center of the table for a pretty easy 8-ball to win game number 1. Nice shot. And fired that 8-ball ends for a 1-0 lead for Danielle Fee. Hear a few words from one of the tournament sponsors, Bulldog.com. Now back here for game number 2. It is winter break, so Danielle will be breaking in game number 2. Most of the 8-ball players, when they go to the side rail, a lot of times you'll see the second ball break, so the ball just below the 1. Yeah, pretty good smash. I believe she's made a ball, still at the table. Nice shot up the 10 there to get started with the stripes. Watch out, cue ball. I think she's got the 15. Got a shot at the 9. I believe that's another stripe up on the top rail. I believe it's a 13 ball. Okay, so she went after the 12, trying to take care of that problem ball right in the middle of all those solids. Maria to take on the purple 5. Nice shot. She's got a thin cut on the 1. She's got the 2 in the corner. All the other solids are down here by the 8. So she'd love to get rid of that 2 ball and really not have to deal with that part of the table any longer. So maybe a little draw stroke on the 2. Doesn't need a whole lot, maybe a foot. She could cut the 9 in the side. It's a pretty safe shot too, just kind of rolling cue ball, rolling cue ball to the side rail. But looks like she's going to take on that. I think it's the 13 ball near the cue ball on the top rail. Bit thin, so the cue ball is going to have a little speed. Managed that very well. Not sure if the cue ball is going to do much for her though. She's going to have to try and get at that 9. Maybe cuts it in. Yeah, good effort. And 15's covering up a lot of those solids to that lower left-hand corner. Looks like maybe the 4 in the side. Maybe you can run the cue ball a little bit for shape on another solid. I think she's let her see the 15. Still got to deal with that 14 ball, which is not in a bad place if she can see the 15. Looks to me she's looking at something else. "14 in the side, I guess. 15's in the center of the table, is it? Really nice shot there. Pretty straight stroke. She's got to cut the 9, it looks like. But she's still got the 11 just next to the 8 to deal with as well. So if she could ease this in, that would help a lot. Nice shot. I think she held for the 15. She's got to draw the cue ball or maybe work the cue ball a little bit to get on the 11. Looks like she might take the cut on the 11 instead. Yeah, and I kind of understand why. Maybe she's a little too stretched. Let's put a lot on this to get on the 11. Well, she got around, so she got the 11 in the upper corner. Danielle has kind of settled in, it looks like. She made a lot of nice shots this rack after squeaking through game number 1. Just barely overcut it. So quite a few options here. And, no real congestion to deal with as far as her opponent's ball. So see if Maria can take advantage. Maria from Virginia, big pool state, along with Danielle here from Florida, another big pool state. Okay, she's got to start thinking about these next ones. 7's over the pocket, not a problem. But it's going to work out super nice there. Just perfect on the 2 to just stop your cue ball for choices on the 3 and 6. Yeah, and here just don't get extreme. When you have choices, it's you can always make a little adjustment. You don't have to stick to. I mean, you make a plan, but it doesn't have to go that way. Just in case you get an inch here, an inch there. Now she's a little straight to stop her ball on the 6, so she could draw back off the 6. She could cut the 3. She could maybe stun a little bit. Yeah, she tried to draw back, caught the 3. So a little tougher shot here than maybe she anticipated, but. I said, every shot that Maria has made has been going pretty much towards the pocket. So back in the day, we'd call that kind of like somebody just naturally kind of sees where to hit the ball. Of course, the more you play, you get better and better. It looks like she's really contemplating the safety, trying to run the cue ball behind the 8. That's pretty smart. Now, the only thing about that is when you leave your ball down here on the low rail, Danielle can, even if she is snookered, can kind of kick easily soft at the ball. Just make good contact, and she's going to leave you a difficult shot. So, wow, she let the stroke out there. Yeah, really nice. And a little bit of a difficult shot here, definitely missable. Can't go forward with the cue ball. Looks like a scratch to me, so she's got to attack a little bit. Yeah, another straight shooter, and up 2-0 here early on the 8-ball side of things. This is the 20th edition of the U.S. Amateur for the ladies. Started in 2003. We have, I think, 4 former champions. Of course, Jeannie Seaver, the reigning champion. That score will be updated shortly to 2-0. And Danielle just played a really nice game of 8-ball there. Maria's just got to shake that off. This is the last game of 8-ball. Then they'll get going with the 9-ball. Watch Danielle's second ball break. Last time, really got into the rack nicely. Got a lot of balls moving, made one. And got to pick off a few after before giving up her turn. But yeah, she gets good spreads. Was that the 8 in the side, was it? That shot out of there? First highlight of the 2022 U.S. Amateur. That 8-ball flew in the side pocket. Yeah. Sorry about, we'll update that score again. 3-0 now. I don't know if I've ever seen an 8-ball go quicker into the side pocket than that one. That's the one bonus about that side, side rail break. There's other things reasons why people break from there. You tend to make a few balls more often, maybe not as many balls sometimes as like a head-on break, but there's that 8-ball gets moved around a little bit more with the second ball break. This format, 8-ball counts, so why not? And same thing as the 8-ball, really gets a lot into the rack, a lot of movement. This looks cuttable, but it looks awfully tough, and the 2-ball's covered up. So a lot of times you'll pass on a tough shot like this with not much reward. Maybe just bank the 1 across and kind of bring the cue ball down by the 8. Try to use the 6 and 9 as the big blockers on the 1. Pretty simple. Just come across it kind of thick. Just coast the cue ball down to the end rail. The 1 should bank across pretty easily. This equipment that Jose keeps here is always in tip-top shape. So, and it's not, in my opinion, never played too fast either. Just kind of perfect. Okay, she went for the cut, and that there's nothing wrong with that at all. She just, she realized she'll probably have to play a safety on the 2, but she wanted to get things started, get to shoot a little bit. Couple different safeties here. She could bank the 1 between the 6 and 8 back down the table, and then run the cue ball a little bit to the side rail and back behind the 9-6. I think she tried to make it as well. Nothing wrong with that. She's left now Maria with a perfect angle on the 1 to get into that 2-4, maybe create something on the 2 ball. Expect her to make this one. We'll see what kind of produces or comes about on the 2. A good shot, nice opening, and I don't know if she got a makeable combination or not. These can definitely fool you sometimes, even though it's close to the pocket. So if it's quite a bit of cut on the 2, still a tough one to make. And I think she kind of realizes the 2-4 combo, the 2-5 combo. That is the one difference here on the Aramith Blacks. 4 is pink and the 5 is purple. Maybe a safety out. Yeah, a little soft safety right there. Super nice shot, Maria. And I don't know if there's enough. She's gotten her up behind the 5. This is a super tough kick shot. Now, if she can come across the table to the long rail, I kind of expect Danielle to hit this ball. She could still scratch. That's always a possibility when the balls are near the pocket like this. Yeah. Unfortunate, though. You just got to take that chance. It's close to see if the 2 can go by that 5. Otherwise, she's got to take a tough shot all the way up in the corner. Even with ball in hand, it's not an easy shot. Something about running that ball past the side pocket. I don't know if it's just mental. All right, first real open opportunity offensively anyways for Danielle on the 9-ball side, I think. She's up 3-0. Commanding lead for a race to 5, but you're never out of danger with the lead in a race to 5. And I'll tell you something about Danielle. She doesn't slow roll it. She swings away, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. You can always calm it down a little bit as you get better, but you want to be able to swing the cue, that's for sure. Kind of like, I think a John Daly was. His dad told him, just go out there and hit it as far as you can. We'll simmer you down a little later. Super nice shot there. Got herself in a little pickle here, but she can see the right side of the 3. So maybe let him go a little bit. Maybe fluke a ball in. Maybe bank the 3 in cross corner. That's what I was trying to think. Maybe just go ahead and shoot. I thought maybe some good things would happen. All right. Great opportunity here for Maria. Make a very makeable combo. And the 3 should be near the pocket there where the 7's at, and the 4's up near the side, 5 in the corner, and the 8's near. So I think we got a chance to run these. Got a little thinner. Could have used a little bit of luck with the 3 getting over the pocket. But she held that ball pretty nice. Now it's got to make a nice combo. Really nice. Like I said, it's just doesn't take a whole lot of, she'll take a little time before she gets down, but when she gets down, she pulls that trigger, and it seems like pretty good instincts on where to hit the ball and pretty straight stroke. And now another nice safety. So she's going to have to shoot away a little bit here with a little right spin to bring the cue ball back towards that pink 4. A little much on the spin, but kind of hard to judge sometimes. I'll tell you what, Maria, she showed a lot of resolve right there. You could easily at 3-0, kind of go for a shot when you're down like that instead of playing the nice safety, because when you're down, you want to try and win a little quicker. And I think she's real smart with the brain right there, playing that safety, and now a chance to get on the board. Got a little straight here on the 8, so she may have to take a little distance on the 9. We'll see. I think she's got a hint of an angle to where she can move the cue ball. Yeah, a little bit. Pretty decent movement. She's got to make a nice cut shot here to the lower right. Oh, wow. I thought she hit it really nice, but she did. It was a tough shot. Just barely caught that lower point. Now, I like Danielle's chances here, but she's got to really watch the cue ball. This is the type of that can get away from you with the upper right-hand corner. Oh, the 9 hung. Wow. So she caught it just a little on the thin side, but hit it pretty well. You could see hanging in that corner pocket. Really no problems here for Danielle as long, you can hit ball first, rail first. Can't really scratch following the ball in as long as you don't hit it too hard where we could involve another pocket for the cue ball. Oh, wow. She caught the lower point, kind of kicked the 9 in. That was kind of neat and suspenseful as well. Yep. Maria's back on the board. She's on the board. Maria Beckner of Virginia. 3-1. It is winter break, so she can put a little something together here. All right, breaking off the end rail. See that a lot. It feels like a more powerful position sometimes for some players. She didn't make one. Not much of an offensive shot. She could cut it in, but he probably tries to play a safety here. Even though Danielle stayed very offensive and aggressive. So. All right. Shot on the 1, but nothing easy. You could see the cue ball over that 5 and 6. Tell you what, straight shooter. I'll tell you, both these ladies have knocked in a lot of tough shots. Man, that's a super tough shot over them balls. Now she just come up with a 3. A little light on the cue ball. She probably want a little more, but she's just got to worry about that upper corner, the upper right corner, if she decides to play the 3 in the side. Good chance of scratching unless she really digs on the cue ball a little bit. Oh, dodge a scratch. Dodge getting behind the 9. A little bit of a shot on the 4. So a little more stroke that time as well, having to move the cue ball. So far, nice shooting. A little flat here, so I might have to take a little distance here on the 8. She does. She got an angle where she can kind of go to rail, and maybe again a little bit of a long shot on the 9, but you keep knocking them in, who cares? Center pocket there. Just watch. She doesn't, maybe takes a half of a pre-stroke and then fires away. Pretty impressive. Hit that one sweet as well. I mean, you got to keep your chin up there if you're Maria, because you made a nice run right there. Just a tough shot on the 9, just barely missed. Now 4-1 for Danielle, but fine shooting by Maria.
Put me in, coach. Check your phone.
And a bright shot there by Danielle. Up 4-1, long shot on the 1. Oh, nice thin hit there. I'll tell you, I'm not sure how long Maria's been playing pool, but back in the day, call her kind of a dead eye. You know, kind of like just sees where to hit the ball real straight. She sticks to it. I think she's gonna like where her pool game is here in just a little bit of time. I got in behind that one a little bit. Yeah, just more of a shot on the side with the big pocket on the pink 4. She can make the 4. It's kind of lined up on a 1-5 combo to the corner, but that's pretty tough. Tough rack overall with the 7 over there near the side rail, near the side pocket on the opposite side. Looks like she's overcut it a little bit. Cue ball looks get kind of safe. Maybe Danielle has a little sliver of the one. Let's see.